Hmm.
I'm stuck here.
What do you mean?
My passport has been revoked.
What? By whom?
I don't know. I'm working on it. But I'm not surprised. The world your mom moved in.
Yeah, when were you going to tell me about that?
I can't fix this for you.
I'm not asking you to fix things for me.
I'm not helping you.
Dad. You were too rude to Ned.
I was angry.
I know, but
I'll talk to him. That's the first time he stood up to me like that.
well, it's the first time he needed to.
Okay, you win. Look, I'm not going to be the most helpful person in all of this. But I'll stop being an obstacle.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. You and I have some talking to do when you get home.
What did Mom really do?
She was a journalist.
What kind?
You know how you write me and Hannah those letters?
Yeah?
That's pretty much what she did. She'd head out, tackle some strange mystery that had gotten her attention, and then she'd come back with the answers.
What information could Mom have that's so important?
I know I shouldn't be telling you this.
But you're going to?
Your mother somehow threw a wrench into the entire operation. Her plan before she left, at least from what I could figure out, was to find some scientist, presumably the one who helped with the attack, and put him in protective custody. It sounds like he was just some guy who got in over his head. He'd be happy to hide from everything. I assume she was able to do that, but that's all I've been able to figure out.
Do you know anything about the colony operation?
Just what's in the news.
Do you think there's any truth to the idea that someone is trying to start it up again?
I'm almost certain of it.
Why?
When people come looking for Kate's things, they always want to focus on what she was working on last. There was this very persistent woman who wanted everything Kate worked on, all of her notes.
Recently?
Yes, I should have just handed them over. Maybe you wouldn't be drawn into all this.
I need to know everything.
Fine. But hey, do you remember the name of your kindergarten teacher's dog?
Sure, Zabo.
Good. You still have that impeccable memory. Remember this and tack it onto the back of every single thing I say. Please come home.
Why don't we ever talk about Mom?
I didn't want to upset you.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's why I never talked to you about her.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know where to start.
me either.
You know, when it's time, it's time. We'll talk then.
Do you think I should work with Zoe?
I've asked around. I can't get official confirmation, but my sources here seem to think this Zoe girl might be the real deal. That doesn't mean you should do everything she says.
I don't understand anything about this attack.
I bet. I know it had your mother obsessed for a very long time. She couldn't figure it out either. She was sure it was part of some long-term plan.
Plan for what?
That's where she stopped. She never had enough information to put things together.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Whew.
Nancy, what's up?
Bridget's not a real person.
What?
She's a spy.
What is the spy to normal ratio in Scotland?
In general or in my experience? Actually, to answer both, I would guess maybe 1 in 2.
I have no idea how to help, but I'll do what I can.
Me too. Working on it. Bridget, or should I say Zoe, is an American who is here to stop the colony operation.
So you have an ally. Great.
I wouldn't go that far.
So you have an enemy. Unfortunate.
I also wouldn't go that far.
So you have a casual acquaintance. Interesting.
You're getting closer.
I'd see what you can find out from her. You should be suspicious of everyone you meet.
Done and done. Did you find anything about Revenant?
Oh boy, where to start?
Start at the point that makes the most sense.
Right,
Ned?
Look, I have to admit I'm out of my depth here.
Welcome to the club.
That's the thing. I don't know if I'd call Revenant a terrorist organization. They're like a club or a secret society. Am I evaluating all things equally?
Rumors and reports, all that good stuff?
Yeah. I threw out all things that contained false flag, chemtrail, vaccines, and Anunnaki.
Good methodology.
What I end up with is neutral.
Neutral?
Yeah, some say they're behind all sorts of terrible things.
And others?
Other people say they're almost like a humanitarian group. Well, a highly creepy and somewhat illegal humanitarian group.
That makes almost no sense.
You know what words crop up more than anything else in all the chatter?
Confusing?
Parent, guardian, that sort of thing. That may be how they see themselves, at least that's how they're acting.
You mentioned the word parent came up a lot when talking about Revenant. What do you think that means?
According to some blogger, it's because sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they seem cruel. But there's a design behind everything. And if they're a good parent, then it's almost like they're trying to shape the world into what they think it should be.
And if they're not a good parent?
Then they're trying to shape the world in their own image.
I'll let you go.
Thanks, bye.
Hi.
What is going on? Who are you really? And who are you spying on?
Keep it down.
No, I will not. There's no end to the secrets I can say really loudly, so anyone, even that guy walking by, could hear.
I can't believe she had the nerve to say that to your face. Shut up. Please.
Not unless you tell me what's happening.
No. If you pull that again, you and me are done.
Well, I probably shouldn't try talking to her again, because I might need her at some point. Wait a minute. The only ones I can really trust are Moira, Carson Drew, and Ned. Pardon me.
Hi.
What happened when you were gone?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
Maybe it's personal. Did you ever stop to think about that?
There's an American agent here.
Good.
I don't know if I should trust her.
Me either, pet. Sorry.
What's the story with the cabin you sent me to?
The cabin is one of many. Cathedral had it fitted with tech for Kate and me once Colony started to heat up. No one but Kate and I knew of the location. Do not give that information out to anyone.
Bridget followed us, or Zoe.
My mom had a song she always played. Do you know anything about it?
She loved that song. It may just be sentimental, but I don't know. Doubt it.
What's the story with your record player?
Go on, take a look. I'm a novice turntablist.
You, DJ?
Once in a while. Mainly just party nights at the pub down the way. But I've been branching out into deep house lately.
Really? Oh, that's surprising.
I know you think you're going to stay the same age forever, but you won't. Is this better? Oh, that belongs to the sweet young man who brings my meals. He's such a dear, even helping me dig my own grave in the back garden.
All right, I get it.
Have a seat, dearie. I'll tell you about how things used to cost less. And then I'll say something racist, and you won't even know what to do about it because I'm old and it just seems like a lost cause at this point.
Enough. I'm sorry. It's a completely expected hobby. How did you and my mom know each other?
We were both in the same J school program. She was a better journalist than I was, and I hated her for it. A fact I made plainly clear. After graduation, I was happy I'd never have to see that smug face of hers ever again. Until, of course, in true Kate style, she called out of the blue to say she'd set me up with a job at the paper she'd been working at. I don't know if she mistook my hatred for healthy competition, or what it was all about. Your mother had this infuriating habit of expecting the best out of people. She confused me into being nice to her. I dare say I miss her almost as much as you must.
How was my mom involved with the colony operation?
Your mum stopped it.
How?
Not much is known, really. The operation needed 3 things. Someone to develop the biological agent, someone to make it in quantity, and someone to distribute it in a way that would affect the entire city. Your mum broke that chain. I don't know how.
Oh, pardon me.
Do you have anything that will help me understand what my mom was doing here and why she was involved in tracking such a dangerous group?
At first it was a police matter, but your mother was studying them for Cathedral. She had a crazy theory.
Which was...
Here.
I don't really understand what this all means.
Someone was using Glasgow as their laboratory. Each experiment was getting bigger, scarier. When we were done with our research, we were staring Revenant dead in the eye. We didn't know it until we were dragged into the central office for an emergency briefing, of course. That was fun. But we did know we were looking at something terrifying.
Why are people after you right now?
The colony operation has restarted and they're looking to pick up where they left off. Nancy, your mother's death wasn't an accident.
I know, that's what the message that led me here said.
I know it wasn't an accident. Your father knows it wasn't an accident. The only other people who know are the people who killed her. That's who sent you the message.
Oh,
Why was I brought to Glasgow?
They think you might be the key to the secrets Kate left behind.
I'm not.
You could be. Kate would never give you information that would put you in danger. But the more you love someone, the more you show your secrets, whether you mean to or not. That's why the family of a spy is never safe, as your father was fond of pointing out.
My father told me not to trust you. Something's not adding up here.
I'm not sorry that I lied. I'm sorry that I have to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I can see that.
Your mother came back to Scotland because I begged her to. She told me for months that Cathedral was like her family, but you and Carson were her family. She had a responsibility to you. She had made a promise to your father, and she meant it. But I begged. I told her I believed she was the only one who could help me stop the attack. That wasn't the lie.
What was?
I promised her she'd have round-the-clock MI5 protection from wheels down to meeting you at baggage claim back home. She trusted me.
There was no one watching her, was there?
No. As surely as she saved untold lives, I took hers with that lie. I took her from you with that lie. Please forgive me. Better yet, don't forgive me. Get angry and leave and go home. Hello?
So you are a spy, and my mother, was she?
She was?
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I made a promise to Kate that if anything happened to her, you would never, ever be dragged into this mess.
What made you change your mind?
You dragged yourself in. From here on out, it's survival.
Who is the silent spy?
What?
The message I got mentioned a silent spy.
Ah, it's gallows humor. It's a take on an old book.
Meaning?
The only silent spy is a dead spy.
Do you know anything about my cathedral contact, Ewan?
Not a thing. I lost the keys to Cathedral long ago. In my experience, Cathedral means well, but don't trust recklessly.
Everyone keeps telling me to leave. I can't do that.
You still don't get it. This isn't dangerous to just you. You just made your entire life a target. Your father, your friends, anyone who knows you.
Does that include you?
Oh, don't factor me in. I bought my ticket years back.
Did my mom live out here after I was born?
Not quite. She'd come out here for months at a time with you and your father. Back then, we were still writing together. You weren't in school yet, so you were good to go anywhere. And Carson used to like it here. Those were good times.
How did you become friends with my mom?
We worked together at the Standard. She did features, I did news. She was a good friend.
So the two of you worked together back when you were a reporter?
Still am. Well, a blogger, so hard to say.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Are you really going to go?
Have a seat.
No, Dad told me you're leaving. Why?
Nancy, it's not like that.
Are you coming back?
I know, you heard some stuff between me and your dad, but you've got the wrong idea, kiddo.
Then what's the right idea?
You'll understand when you're older.
Why is that always all you say?
Trust me, if I could tell you everything, I would. But for now, I just can't. Now, come and sit. Let's practice.
I'm sorry. I just can't.